was.
What was your question, Ryan?
I said, who was the biggest troublemaker of the 4 girls?
And who was it, Grandma
In
Janice?
the respect she didn't like to do anything in the house or help keep their room cleaned up or help put stuff away or good worker. I mean, she
Yeah.
still is,
Yeah, absolutely.
but not housework. Like me, she didn't like it.
I agree.
They always say
I don't like it either.
Say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's another good question. Who was the biggest rule follower then?
Oh, I don't know. On that one, I don't know if there was one outstanding one that went by the rules or
Okay. How about
what you should be doing or shouldn't be, or
who are you the most nervous on when they got their license to start driving?
I think Peggy, because she was the first
first,
one, where the others were used to. By then we were farming more and they were driving the
Yeah.
little motorcycle around and the lawnmower around, and that we didn't have much of when Peggy first started
That
driving.
makes sense. Who did the teaching? You or Grandpa? Who taught him how to drive?
Mostly me.
Mostly you. Okay.
What did you think when you got pregnant with Kay Jean?
I was. Maybe you had two close together and then waited a while. I wanted two.
Too close
Again,
together
yeah.
again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they could have like a buddy
Yeah.
system?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think they're good buddies.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
are.
What do you
But
miss
they-
most about Grandpa?
Oh, everything really.
Yeah.
Just to have somebody there to talk to be with, to cook for, to clean, to go places with,
Yep.
we done so much together, went so many places and so much traveling and hunting and fishing, and I really miss it all.
Yeah. He was a good guy.
Yeah. He wasn't perfect by no means, but neither am I.
Yep.
But we had a good life together.
Yeah.
Did lots of things together.
My
Did
grandma
lots
and
of
grandpa
traveling.
always said when they got so mad, my grandma threw a head of lettuce at his face. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
later asked, I'm like, well, what were you fighting for? And they looked at each other and just shrugged because they couldn't remember.
They didn't know that. did
No.
they? Remember doing it. No, he never ever tried to hit me or anything. I never tried to hit him or throw anything at him. He never tried to throw anything at me or anything. We never did.
That's good. I heard a quote that said, I've never thought of divorce. Murder maybe, but
Yeah.
never divorce.
Right. You ever think of divorcing him? No, never thought of that. There's been a time or two I could have liked him, killed him.
So true. Sometimes I think that about your grandson every once in a while.
No. For some reason, I can just imagine that.
I've been told I can be stubborn at times.
Oh my word, you can be so stubborn. Is that a Brandt trait, Grandma Janice?
Oh, my goodness. That's an understatement.
Oh, who was more stubborn, you or Grandpa Kenny?
Oh, Kenny.
Grandpa Kenny. Okay. Grandpa, I could actually see that.
Yeah, he is.
I could see that.
What was the question?
I said, who was more stubborn, her or Grandpa Kenny?
Oh man.
She definitely no hesitation said Grandpa Kenny.
No hesitation.
It was, when he had something on his mind, it was his way or ours. His way or no way.
Do you remember how he proposed?
No, not really. We just talked about he was probably gonna have to go with the surface and since you would get married, the hormones were running wild. And he, that was when he figured he was gonna have to go and wanted to get married, so he did.
He
I
did.
was never sorry I did.
So
Oh,
pretty quick engagement, and yeah, I'd imagine.
where'd you go for your honeymoon?
Them days we didn't have a honeymoon.
Okay.
We were lucky to have scare up enough money to get a ring and get married. We didn't have a honeymoon.
I bet. And was there gas rationing back then?
I don't even remember.
Okay.
That
Someone,
was the least thing
You
to
hear about
worry
that?
from my mind.
Bappa did. I think they had
Did he?
gas rationing. So they didn't go, I think they just went to Ames for their honeymoon. Bappa did. For his.
Okay.
Yeah. So who comes to visit you the most?
Well, I mentioned Kathy and Sandy and Peggy. Peggy's so busy with the boys.
Oh, yeah.
She
Yeah.
doesn't get here as often as
Yeah.
Sandy does.
Sure. Yep.
My sisters were all to the point in our lives where we just don't, the ones that can travel can't travel that often and that far that much, so
Mhm.
they don't.
Yeah.
It gets too hard,
We have
doesn't
our
it?
once a month telephone conference call, and that works out nice. We get to talk to each other, and it just happened Monday was the day, and all 5 of us managed to be on that day.
Oh, good.
Usually one or the other is busy with something, or at a doctor's appointment or something or other.
Okay.
Is there any really good Grandpa Kenny stories of him maybe in his crazier years that the boys haven't heard?
Well,
I've heard of the tree, riding the tree down. I think they've heard that one.
his airplane crashed.
I remember that a little
Did
bit.
you know that? Remember, many of you remember, probably not, that Grandpa Kenny had an airplane. And Glenn had one too. They made him.
I didn't know that.
And he was,
He made an airplane. Can you imagine making an airplane?
yeah. And he
They knew what they're doing.
went out flying around a little and was coming in for a landing. And a down current draft caught him and just set him right down in the bean field, just east of the barn in that field.
I remember hauling it back, like, getting
Yeah.
trucks or whatever. I can't remember if there's a trailer
Yeah.
involved, but the wheels being kind of pretty bent up on it and having to, because there's the bean field right next to the farm, right?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
to the south.
To the east.
Okay.
The barn sat east
Okay.
and west. To the back of the barn, that field.
Okay. Yeah.
But they might
Same
come
field,
over
but I think,
to the south to the
That's how I
field
think I remember.
to bring it up
Swinging it
in
around. And,
on the place. He fixed it back up again and stuff. Flew it a little bit, but not much.
how, were you outside when he crashed?
Yeah, we
Okay.
were standing there watching him come in for a landing.
Otherwise, I was wondering how he explained that one to you.
Yeah, well, just the downdraft, which especially towards evening like that, there's known to be down dressed for little plays like that.
Sure.
He got bruised up, but he didn't get hurt.
Okay.
He was close enough to landing that it just set him down
Yeah.
before he was ready.
A little bit of a jolt, I'm sure.
Grandma
He
Jan-
fixed it up, flew a little bit, and then he come home one day from town and said, "Should we sell the airplane and buy a camper and go to Arizona in the winter, this winter?"
So that was the start of Arizona?
Yeah.
Was after the airplane? Huh.
Well, we had taken, Bernice had moved out there, and we took a load of furniture out in the stock
Sure.
trailer for Bernice. And he just thought it was pretty neat out there. He said then while we were out there that he would like to, someday he'd like to be able to do that, to go to Arizona in the winter like Bernice and Walter did. But of course Walter was dead by then. Bernice was moving out to be about close to Darrell.
That was a dream.
And he said, "We'll go out and see where to take this furniture out that Bernice wants and look around, see what it looks like." And when we got out there, why, he really liked it.
You guys did that for like 30 plus years?
Yeah, over 30 years we went.
Grandma Janice, what advice do you have for your great grandsons? What would you like them to know or to wish for their lives?
I wish the good Lord can keep on being in your lives and guiding and loving and protecting you and helping to keep you safe through life. But I wish that whatever your likes or your goals are, that you are able to accomplish them and go on through life, being able to do what you want to do and still be happy and living according to the Lord's plan.
I like that. What do you want your girls to know?
My girls,
Mm-hmm.
my granddaughters I don't have, or my
No,
daughters.
your daughters. Your
What do I
daughters.
want them to know? How much I love them, how proud I am of them because of the way they work so well together and get along together. So they aren't millionaires or they aren't big important dignitaries or anything like that. If they're happy and can be happy with each other and themselves and their families, and the good Lord in their lives, that's what I ask. That's what I ask for you two.
Yeah.
And for Ryan and, or for Renee and Andrew and for Jamie. I wish Jamie could find a nice gentleman and settle down and be happy with, but that's
Yet to be
it'll-
determined,
yeah,
right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yet to come, I hope.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Absolutely.
Any other questions you want to
Amen to
ask?
that.
Any other questions
Any
you
other
want
questions?
You guys, boys, got any questions for Grandma?
No, not really.
You want to come over here?
Oh, the roommate's coming in.